Welcome to Love, Life, and Marriage with The Woods. I am Saiko.
And I'm Sharon.
And welcome to our channel. Why are you so giddy?
I am very happy to be here.
Please do the following. Like she ain't been here in years.
Cause I miss the people, dear. I miss the people.
Please do the following. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell at the bottom of this video. That way, whenever we go live and post any content, you'll be one of the first to view it. Also, if you'd like to support our ministry, Love, Life, and Marriage with The Woods, you can do so by clicking the donation links below at the bottom of the video. We do thank you so much, those of you who have supported our channel and also the BCB channel as well. We do thank you oh so much. If you'd like to become a body lifer, we know who body lifers are. Body lifers are those who support this ministry or other ministries outside of their local support and giving to their local fellowship. And so if the Lord has blessed you and if the Lord has moved upon your heart to support ministries like this outside of your regular giving to your local church, you can do that by just going to the links below. There's no obligation. You can start and stop at any time. And we do thank you so much for that as well. We have been gone for
a minute.
Yeah, we've been gone for a while. And as promised, we told you all we're going to start doing videos. We had something planned, but we said we're going to wait and do some more prepping. My wife, when she's not ready, when she's not comfortable with something, I can just tell. And so at first she was, and then we started reading over our notes, and she was like, I'm not sure yet.
Well, I haven't been over that particular topic in a while.
Yeah.
So I need to.
So she needs to
refresh myself.
So we will do that topic. But as my wife always does, she has her little ideas, and so she's like, you know what? We need to do this. And I said, okay, what? And so you're about to find out what this is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are familiar with Tabitha Brown and her husband, Chance, on YouTube, they have videos that they release every Friday called Fridays with Tab and Chance. So we thought, she thought it'd be a great idea to have a live reaction. Live meaning us watching it, but you all will be watching the pre-recording of this video. But it will be a live reaction for us because we have never seen it, at least not this video. My wife has been, a subscriber and a supporter of Tabitha Brown. And Tab, if you're watching this video, then you need to make sure that you tag us as well when you watch this video.
Yes.
We're going to tag you and we're going to tag Chance. Matter of fact, we would love to interview the two of you on our broadcast. So, look us up. Appreciate it. Thank you in advance. But we're going to do a live reaction to Tab and Chance on their video. And it's actually entitled Embarrassment and Growing Pains in Your Relationship. Mm-hmm. Embarrassment and Growing Pains in Your Relationship. And so we haven't seen it. So This is going to be a reaction. It's about 26 minutes. And so we'll come in and out of the video and share our thoughts. But you're going to get our reaction. We'll be at the bottom of the video watching this with you all as well. So here we are, y'all, right here. Hey, how y'all doing? Good. So as you can see, that's Tab and Chance. Real cool couple, y'all. I mean,
real down to earth.
Yeah, real down to earth. My wife put me on to Tabitha Brown, and she became viral. How, Sharon?
By a vegan sandwich that she got from Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
Yep.
And took off. That was it.
Took off.
All right.
And she was an Uber driver at the time.
Uber driver. Yeah, but anyway, so this is the video, y'all.
And I'm not vegan, by the way.
No, we're far from that, y'all. But
I mean, I tried.
Follow us anyway. Y'all.
I have tried.
We appreciate it. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get into it. Live reaction, y'all. Live reaction.
Here we go.
Tab and Chance, embarrassment and growing pains in your relationship. Fridays with Tab and Chance. Here we go.
Hello there, and welcome to Fridays with Tab and Chance. I am Tabitha Brown, and this is my husband.
I'm Chance. What's up?
Bring the beat in. Fridays.
I ain't doing that with them. That's their song.
Fridays with Tab and Chance.
Stop. I'm not. See, look.
What?
Cause I don't want no copyright, so them trying to act like we trying to sing it. We could sing along.
I'm not singing it.
Okay.
I was just bopping my head
You
to
gonna bop
it.
your head? Okay, let's go. Go ahead.
Fridays with Tab and Chains.
Oh my God. Look at it. Go
Good
ahead.
job. Good job. It ain't always. We're not partying all the time.
See?
But last time you said I didn't hold it long enough,
held a note.
and I held a note. So that means we're supposed to go into the robot. Come on, babe.
What's the topic today?
Today's topic, because you're doing it right now.
What?
You're trying to embarrass me by not doing the robot give me the beat.
I'm trying to embarrass you.
Yes, and my feelings is getting hurt because I wanted to do it. Wait a minute, did you just...
What?
What's that noise? Was Blackie under you?
What are you talking about? What?
I thought I just heard a little... Oh.
Wow. Wait a minute. Wait. See, I don't know what that was. See, now she's trying to say this man had a slip of gaseous proportions. What? I mean, what is she saying here?
She gonna tell us. I know.
Okay, all right.
Gonna tell us.
So do y'all see the personalities here? So I believe that Chance, he's more of the laid back, chill
Like me.
one. And Tab, she's like the outgoing person, but they pretty much complement each other.
Yeah, we balance it out.
Yeah. And I notice also what they also do. They do all this.
But see, I do that, and you don't like to do that.
I mean, because I can see you in my peripheral vision. I can see.
But you can't see me while I'm talking to you.
I do see. I see you right there in the camera. I can see you. But I mean, they be like, that is always. I mean, I'll do it sometimes to be considerate. But yeah, so
that shows the other person that you're listening.
I am listening because I repeat what you say. I do. I mean, but if you want me to look at you all the time, I mean, y'all always notice that. I mean, when you see people on interviews, they'll be talking, they'd be like, they'd be looking at them. I'm like, maybe it's me. I mean, you're already here with me, so I can see. And sometimes I may look, but it ain't gonna be just.
But I don't do that. I'll glance at you.
Yeah,
I won't,
So okay.
Okay, go ahead.
You got a farted?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Wait a minute. So hold on.
Oh, you got a farted?
See?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
It was a little.
It might be.
That's one thing. I hate using that word. I don't use that word. I hate that word. You don't like
our kids to use that word.
I hate that. I hate the F word. That F word. I just don't care for it. I just don't care for it. I'll say pass gas, but I just. But see again, that's my preference, y'all. That's my preference. But yeah, that's what happened. She falsely accused this man of flatulence.
Oh my God.
All right, let's go.
My stomach growling.
Oh, well.
But
Today we're talking about embarrassing moment.
now that was embarrassing that you just gonna accuse me of farting right here on the camera. I'm just sitting here.
Exactly.
I never heard that.
You never
If you
heard.
had to continue to beat.
No, but
If you had to continue to beat and let me do the robot.
If you even thought that I farted though, you should have. You should have just. We've been together long enough. You just keep going, but you don't say that in front of everybody.
Well, because you got a mic on, they would have heard it.
No, that's what we got JR for. If he would have heard a fart, he supposed to edit the fart out. But you
Wow.
put it out there like, did you fart? What I'm supposed to say in front of the world? Yeah, I farted.
If you did, that's what you say. We didn't talk about this before. You told the world how I be doing stuff in the car.
Well, first off, if I wanted to fart, I'm a fart. They are watching me in my house. This is my
Wow.
house. I ain't gonna hold mine.
Hey, stomach hurt.
I'm about to tell JR, pause for a second.
Let me pause for a second. Sharon, when you pass gas, what do you do?
What do you mean? I
Do you-
don't pass gas.
So you don't never have time when you pass gas, not even when you sleep. You never. So your colon and everything is clean. You just
Clean as a whistle.
lies. Let's go.
And then you gonna walk out, or you gonna do it right here where me and JR got to suffer?
Would you walk out?
Yeah. No. Okay, so let's talk about it. Somebody had asked, and I can't remember who it was. Oh Lord, these breaks. Are you ever embarrassed around your partner, or have there been like an embarrassing moment? And how do you recover from embarrassment in your relationship? So I thought that'd be a fun topic, and it literally took me right back to the very first time, probably one of the few times that I've been embarrassed in front of you, which was when I was 21 years old. We was 21.
How long they been together?
Me and Chance had our own, place
25.
in Greensboro.
Oh wow.
They been,
And I can't even remember what my mama had called me about. We were on the phone, and I got upset with whatever she was trying to tell me about something. I can't remember the exact, but all I know is that I cursed on the phone. And I said, and it wasn't even a hard curse word, but I said, damn. Like, you can't tell me I'm damn grown.
That's the worst. That's the worst though, babe.
Wait, okay, who did she say that
I think she said to her mom.
to her mother? And that was an
Yeah.
embarrassment to who?
I don't know. I haven't heard that part.
Okay, that was her embarrassing moment.
Yes,
To
an
Chance, or just embarrassing moment. Period.
I'm assuming period.
Oh, okay.
But let's just hear what
All
she
right.
got.
Damn
That's
grown
like
is what I
you
said.
cussed her out.
Oh,
Right?
okay, he cussed.
And I
he
hung
cussed.
up the phone.
Wow.
And she didn't call me back. Right? And we lived in Greensboro. Mama was living in Madison, so it's like a 45-minute drive. And so
I bet she pulled
a
up.
week went by, and I was like,
Find out.
it's over now. We're going to go to church. It's Sunday, we're going to church. After the church, we always go to my granny house, and we always eat together. So I was like, it's been a week. It's over. I ain't even thinking nothing else of it. And my mama was one of those people, like, you really never saw her upset. Chance never seen my mama mad, right?
Not once.
She always had a very soft voice, rarely ever raised her voice.
Oh boy.
And
Still.
so the weekend went by. After church, we're going to my granny house. Me and Chance pull up in the yard. Mama come out the front door as we getting out the car. She come out the front door, smiling, waving. Chance I was driving.
Hey, baby.
Chance is on the passenger
Go
side.
in
She
the
said,
house.
you can go in the house and get you something to eat, baby.
Oh,
And I was
dang.
like, oh, hey, mama. I done let it go. Before I could get mama popped me in my mouth. Chance was just walking off.
Wow.
She popped me in my mouth. Not like, pop me in my mouth. She said, don't you ever in your life cuss at me again or hang the phone up on me. All right, then you come on in the house and let's get you something to eat.
Pause.
Wow. Okay, so she's grown
Yep, 21.
and gets popped in the mouth by her mother.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's
Hey.
that's.
I can't. Hey, I
Do you-
can't even falter for that
Let's-
because I know
Okay.
beyond a shadow of a doubt
Uh-huh.
that Carrie Lee Murphy Rainey York.
That's all your mama's name.
Yes,
How many? Okay, hold on. Go again.
Carrie.
That's first name.
Lee
That's middle.
Murphy
Uh-huh.
Rainey
Okay.
York.
So she had 3 last names. What were the 3 last names from?
Murphy
Uh-huh.
was my grandmother's maiden name,
Okay.
and then Rainey
Uh-huh.
was her married name, and then York was my mother's married name.
Okay, wait a
So,
minute. Hold on, wait.
Hey,
Your mother
hey.
Your mother was married twice?
no.
So you said it was her married name, Rainey?
No, that was my grandmother's maiden name.
Oh, okay, but where the Murphy came from?
My grandmother before she married my grandfather. I want to say
Yeah, tell
that
me.
my mom was
Uh-huh.
here before her.
Oh. Okay, okay. All right, whatever. That's okay. All right. But anyway, so if you
she
said
would have done the exact
your mother
same
would
thing.
pop you in the mouth?
And my mother, my mom was
Shit,
quiet and mellow and
Yeah.
just laid back. But she
She
did
never-
not play that.
She never got at me about nothing. I mean, I would just she always made me breakfast when I would come over there.
You were the son she never had.
Yeah. Listen, she always made me breakfast, and my wife she's now growing into that. Maybe because she's getting older. Yeah. Okay. And you getting older now. I think the spirit of Miss Carrie
Oh,
has come over you
okay.
because
I can
that
accept
bacon, the bacon and toast.
Yes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. She
bacon
would
and
wrap
toast.
it up in foil.
Yes, she
for
did.
you.
Yes, hallelujah. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
And would have it for me every time I would pull up to take Sharon to work or to class. No,
No, it
work.
was to work.
Work.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to tell them real quick before we get back to this? Why that was? Why I would be picking you up?
Well, because
My car was.
Yeah, your car.
My car was reacquisitioned. It was reacquisitioned, and so and while I was in that phase,
Yeah.
my
I was still living at home with my parents.
yes, she was. Yes, she
so
was.
I had a car.
Yeah.
So
I had one too, though. I did have
You
one.
had.
I had
Yeah,
one.
you
I did.
had.
I had one. I had a car at the time. But the way my account was set up, it didn't really,
didn't stick around
continue.
too
It didn't
long.
continue with the. But anyway, so that's
So
that's.
I gave him my car. He took my car home.
You
And
let
then
me,
he would get up in the morning and come pick me up.
Yes.
Take me to work.
Yes.
And then he would go to work.
And I would have to
And
be
then
off.
he would come back and pick me up from
Yes.
work.
Yes. What kind of job I had to be able to do that? I forgot. I done had so many jobs.
Well, that was before we got married. So you
I know
had
that.
been at Walgreens.
That's probably what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to them, y'all. Back to them. But you clear on being popped in the mouth. Your mom would have popped you.
Oh yeah.
And you light skinned, so you'll say, oh, it would have showed.
My teeth would have been bleeding.
It would have showed.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
I used to have fuller lips. This is what I have now because the way my mama smacked my lips off that day. I look at Chance is like this.
I said I'm going to get me some chicken.
He go. he talking about walk on in the house. Now we in the house now. I'm in there, lips burning, trying to eat. I can't even drink my sweet tea because the tea burning my lips. We just sat there. Like mama, and listen, it's like nothing ever happened. Mama don't. It ain't like nothing has ever happened. She going business as usual. 2 hours later, it's time for us to go. We get in the car. This one gonna say, "Hey, you all right?"
You all right?
I was like, "Shut up, Jan." He talking about, "Did you want to do that again?" So embarrassed. I was like, man.
Golly.
But we laughed about it after the fact. But in the moment, I was like, oh my God, I'm 21 years old. I cannot believe my mama just smacked me in my mouth in front of my boyfriend, right?
And she didn't swing him. She didn't hit her
Baby,
back.
I learned a valuable lesson.
Wow.
You played I never did that again, honey. You ain't never that grown, okay?
Dang.
But I think in the moment it was embarrassment. And then of course, it was like an icebreaker that happened with Chance and you all right? I think you were probably trying to make me feel better, like laugh it off a little bit.
It was not. To me,
Go ahead.
Now I want to ask, now Tab, if you ever see this video, I just want to ask you, because I know I just watched the video.
Oh my God.
Choice just turned 22. Now, what if Choice did that to you? What in the world would you do? Would you do the same thing your mama did?
Choice.
Choice is her daughter.
Okay, you said
She just turned 22.
Okay, yeah. So the roles were.
Yeah, she
Okay.
just turned 22. So
Yeah, that's a good question.
I just wonder.
That is a good
you
question.
know, would you pop
That is
Choice
a good
in
question.
the mouth?
What would you do? Yeah, we don't need John Quinones to ask that question. We're asking you now. What would you do? Camera's not rolling. What would you do? We're curious. Let us know in the comments.
I didn't really look at it as, it was, what's the word? It was surprising to me. But I was like, it's your mama. What you embarrassed by? Like, you know what I mean? Because I was accustomed to it.
In front of my boyfriend. See,
Hey,
I wasn't accustomed to that.
My
like
mom, listen, that's just normal behavior. Like, listen, you don't get out of pocket. Boy, who you talking to? Pow, you just move on. You just so
Everybody just get popped in the
like,
mouth.
I'm like, you ain't never been popped in the mouth.
Hey, I seen your mama go upside your.
Wait a minute. He said you ain't never been popped in the mouth. Like that's just normal.
And Chance is an only child.
Okay, that's right.
He's
Yeah.
an only child too. So
Wow. Okay. This is crazy. This is crazy. So he said basically that's kind of like second nature. You get out, and also they're from the country, so
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And his mom was raising a boy,
And it wouldn't worry about no CPS stuff. That's nothing, right? It wouldn't worry about no CPS. What you would call CPS.
Not back then.
Man. Okay. Yep. Those were the days, y'all.
Go ahead,
Man,
many
you
times
see what I'm
in
saying?
school.
So I'm like, man, I ain't.
In front of me and my daddy,
Yeah, like,
your
man.
mama, she was firing you up.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that probably was when my embarrassment. That's why I ain't too easily embarrassed
Yeah.
around you, because of stuff like that. We grew up in a small community. My mom was known. Like, my mom showed up to the school. I got suspended from a game, and she found out and came to the school. And I was a little too slow with walking to the car. You know, trying to be cool in front of my friends when she told me to
Hurry up.
hurry up. And Tab and her dad happened to be,
Me and daddy just sitting out there.
they happened to be in the parking lot as we got outside. Now, I was lucky that my mom didn't really show off on me in the gym. She let me get outside the gym.
Wow.
I was moving a little too slow, trying to be a little too cool. But when we walked outside the door, man, what would I tell you? Pow! Get it, pow! You know, and I'm just like,
My daddy said, well,
what that? Yeah.
Well, God.
Embarrassment went away a long time ago. With that.
See, so in this day and society, y'all, that would be not just frowned upon. That would be called upon.
Oh yeah.
People, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's like when you hear
Well,
people.
look how we turned out.
Yeah, we all right.
Versus,
Yeah, we
you know.
good.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I mean,
No, we good. I mean, because we didn't have these behavior issues, you know, to where it's affecting our, you know, psyche and all this other kind of stuff. You know, no shade on, you know, mental illness and like that. But but come on,
we're not talking about abuse.
No, we're not talking about, you know, now.
But
they would consider that today. They would consider that abuse today.
Yeah, they would today.
But now, remember when I was on the Queen Latifah show back in the day?
Yes, we do.
You remember that? You remember that one lady? What did she say?
The one
white
that
lady
said, if it comes out of here,
yeah,
I'm gonna hit you.
I
here.
wish I could find. You know what? I'm trying to see if I can find her because that was so funny to me.
Oh my
now
goodness.
her daughter was in a wheelchair though.
Yes, she was. She had a special needs child.
Well, it wasn't, I don't know if she had a special needs. She just had a
She still had a disability.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, she wasn't mentally disabled.
No, not
Yeah.
mentally. It was
she
physical.
Yeah. So, but she said she had a mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all remember the episode, you can go in there and watch it. But she had they brought her on because they was talking about, you know, she's too old to be disciplined. And her mother's like, look, I'm the one that takes care of her. I'm the one that, you know, was in the hospital and the doctors told me that she wouldn't live. And here she is, she's 23 years old, blah, blah, blah. And so now if she thinks she's going to get smart at me and talk about me or disrespect me in my house and gets out of pocket, gets out of line and says something like, she said, if it comes out of here, and she, like you said,
and she's from New York,
yes,
I think
so.
She said here.
Here. And my wife loves New York accents, y'all. So she said, if it comes out of here, it's going here. And she wasn't playing.
Nope.
And she didn't care. So it was one of those episodes.
And couldn't nobody call in on her either.
Oh man, it was yeah. So it's fun. But now I did remember I one of those young with the kid reached out to us on my channel.
Yes, on your channel. He was in one of your lives. Yeah.
He's one of my lives. Hopefully he'll you know, connect with us. But yeah, he remembered.
Sure did.
He remembered me and reached out to me. He's a Christian.
Yeah.
So and his mother passed.
Was it last year or 2 years ago?
I think last year, yeah. So yeah. But anyway, so hopefully he'll see this video, man. Reach out to us, man. We'd love to connect with you. But let's get back to the video.
Kind of stuff. So I wouldn't. When that happened to Tab, I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your mama normal.
Yeah.
Your mama normal.
You know.
I just had never had that experience. You know, my daddy would embarrass me in different ways growing up, but never like, I ain't get popped in front of like my friend or my, you know, well, I have got popped in front of my friends, like as a little girl trying to cut up. But in front of my boyfriend, I'm 21, right? In my mind, I'm grown, right? In my choice voice, I'm grown. But I think that, of course, in our relationship, there has not been many times that I think we've been embarrassed. I think there are sometimes conversations that you might can feel embarrassed about talking about sometimes, right? And I think that goes with like communicating, like, you know, communication. But like if you there's something that you really want to talk about, and it might feel embarrassing, you know, as a woman, right?
Oh.
I think early on when me and Chance first got together, it was my first experience with birth control. I also didn't know how my body was going to react to birth control.
Wow.
When I first got on birth control pills, it gave me yeast infections, right? And I was like, oh my God, why am I getting yeast infections? And that was embarrassing to me because now I'm living with my boyfriend and I got to tell him like, I got a yeast infection. But also I think because
Now,
we don't.
she said living with her boyfriend.
Yes.
So assuming this is pre, what? Maybe.
They did not get married until about, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years after they lived together.
Okay.
She told her she talks about it on a different show where she told her parents, and she told her dad rather, and her dad was not on board with it. He did not support it. But you know, of course, they eventually got married.
Yeah. Okay, so that because I know somebody may have heard that, like, wait a minute, what? So
Yeah, they did live together.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Don't normalize talking about these type of things, especially, I mean, we talking over 25 years ago, right? But he a young man. He don't know what no yeast infection is, right? So just me trying to explain to him, like, I got to do this cream thing and I got to, you know, do this medication for 7 days. And, you know, back then, that's kind of how it was. And hoping that he understood, but also feeling like I feel kind of embarrassed to even have to say this. But I did, right? And I don't know if that made you feel, if you can even remember like how it made you feel as a young man, you know, talking about it.
You're talking about an immature young man.
Yeah, we
too.
young.
I'm like, man,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, I don't know. You know, I just remember being educated. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I hate that.
Dear.
I felt that all the way over here. I felt that.
Dear.
Go ahead and tell him, Shan. Go ahead and tell him.
First of all, my poor husband does not like for anybody to come anywhere near his eyes. Okay? If he has something on his face, he want me to tell him that there's something on his face instead of me going there and just getting it off myself.
I just had a moment, y'all. That was like anxiety. Like, hold up.
I'm not going to poke you in the eye.
Nope. I get it. Yeah, that's.
But you can't see it. I see it.
Okay, so then what I do? When you tell me where is that, what I do? Exactly. Yeah,
Where is it? Where did I get it?
I just can't. I can't. I can't. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Like
See,
in our
just kept
process
talking.
and being impatient too. Like you said, I'm a young man. I'm like, this is my first encounter with it. You know, of course, my mom never talked to me about that. I ain't never. So where do you learn that as a young man?
Right.
If you're not educated about it, you don't have patience for it, right? So I had to learn how to be patient, and then with patience there comes trial and tribulations and disasters. So we were arguing a whole lot because we just, you know, we young too.
Yeah.
But with you saying that, yeah, I mean, I can see how that could be embarrassing. I can see how it could be embarrassing from your perspective, but I didn't look at it like it was anything you should be embarrassed about. I mean, of course, when you're on the outside and you the person, you looking at it like that, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, but I think about embarrassment, right? I can't pinpoint me losing my temper, stuff like that, you know, is what I'm what I think back on and be like, man, I not just embarrassing you, but embarrassment for like choice. You know, like stuff like that, or because I didn't have patience or I'm going through something else and losing my temper. I think that is probably one of the most common things, or one of the most regretful things that I can think about, where I'm like, man, I wish that I would have been able to exhibit more poise.
Handle it differently.
Yeah, to handle it differently in that aspect, where it's like, man, so I could have set a better example of control and to give y'all some kind of peace.
Awesome.
I'll go ahead.
So I'll ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever, I guess, like, been in a situation where you have displayed anger in front of your children and then wish that they had not seen that side of you?
I'm pretty sure I have. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah. So y'all know how I am and how I feel about my daughters. So our dog at the time when we had him, he had snapped at Madeline, I think, and I heard about it, found out about it. Matter of fact, I was in the room, the bedroom,
Yeah.
and I was laying. Matter of fact, I was laying in the bed, and I forgot who came in there. I don't know if it was Nala.
I don't remember who said.
Anyway, one of them came in there and they said, Apollo's had, snapped at Madeline. And so I said, okay. Because I already told him, I said, if he, bites any of the kids or, then he's gone. Mm-hmm. Now, gone in my mind was different than gone in their mind. So I went to my closet and got my tool, and that just put the girls in a panic, and they were like, please don't, and I was mad. I mean, I saw red because I was like, no, I'm about to just go ahead this deal with him indefinitely and be done with it. And so when I saw the fear and I saw the even somewhat like, I guess you can say the terror, because Nala got in front of me, and Nala, Snoopy knows she don't, she's never like that type of person, but they love them, you know what I'm saying? But to the point to where it's for me, I was like, no, And so I can probably say, even though I was in protect mode, I never wanted them to see me in the point or to the place to where it will strike fear, and even I guess you could say terror in their hearts. So that was, for me, that was an embarrassment that I can recall. That's one of them. I don't know if you can recall any other ones I got. I mean, since everybody was like, he never did nothing wrong. So you can go ahead and tell them.
I mean, that's the one that stands out to me, and I'm trying to think of if I've had any, and I'm sure I have.
I can't recall yours right now because you've been up there with the angels, Michael and Gabriel.
Goodness.
And
I'm far from perfect. So.
No, but I can't really recall when you like.
I haven't had outbursts.
No, you're not that type of person. I mean, I don't know about embarrassment moments and stuff like that. To my knowledge, I can't remember any. But if we do, we'll do another video on it.
Oh, I remember it now.
What is it?
Well, this is when we were at the old house, and the
Which
girls,
one?
the last house.
Oh, okay.
And the girls were in the living room playing kickball in the living room.
Yeah.
With the ball.
Yeah. It broke the picture.
Yes.
Okay.
The picture, my wedding picture.
Yeah,
was sitting on our fireplace mantle.
Oh yeah, they kicked that thing. They were like Pele.
They must have been like, they thought they were outside.
Oh my goodness. I was at work too.
They kicked the ball so hard.
I was at work.
That it went up and it hit the picture that was sitting on the mantle, and then the picture fell forward and hit the floor. The glass. Because there was porcelain tile in front of the fireplace.
Yeah.
It hit that and shattered.
We still have that picture.
Yeah, the picture's still there.
And the frame's still cracked. We still got
it's still.
We haven't even got it fixed.
Didn't even fix it.
Yeah, we just like.
But the picture's in the closet, not even on the wall now.
So okay,
and I lost it.
You did?
I did.
Okay, I was at work, so
you were at work.
All I know is just she said.
I didn't say anything. Well, I said some things, but I think I took my finger, and I.
And that's one thing. And she don't like it. She don't like being poked. So notice the hypocrisy. Notice the hypocrisy. So you poked your child?
I did. I put my finger in her chest, and I was like, I don't even know what I said at this point, but I know, yeah.
Oh, it was another embarrassing moment when you was locked out of the house by Myra. When Myra locked you. Was that embarrassment moment? Or was that was just
no? That was just full-fledged anger.
okay? Well, it was an embarrassment moment when she threw nail polish and it was against the wall. Was that an embarrassment moment? Because I was gone.
Yeah, yeah.
She always did stuff when I was gone.
Why do I want to say that was all in the same day? That particular incident I believe, was the same day.
Myra. So Myra is the one that y'all saw in our family photo wearing the black shorts. Everybody else wear blue jeans and white. Not Myra. Nope, not her. She's gonna stand out. She's gonna stand out. Love her to death though, but she's gonna stand out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I can remember my embarrassment moment. You said your embarrassment moment was when your picture, and I don't even think I whipped him. I think did I whip him
for the picture? No.
Yeah, they just knew they wasn't gonna get one though. They knew they was gonna get one, but they didn't. And but yeah, and I'll say another embarrassment moment for me was when Myra had accidentally burned Madeline with the hot syrup.
Oh.
And I yelled, and I remember I was at work, and I remember you called and told me about it, and
because I had to take her in. Immediately.
Yeah. And so and so I was pissed at her, and I said, when I get home, I'm gonna whip your behind. I'm gonna tear your black behind. I didn't cuss at it, but it was wrong, and so I had to apologize to her, but I still spanked her later after I cooled down. And that's another thing. Parents, listen, we know. We know it's easier said than done, but never, ever, ever discipline your kids when you are pissed.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I don't care. And, back in the day, we understood, time to change. Trust me. So just want to say that. But anyway, let's get back to this video. We're almost done.
But in hindsight, that's something that if you didn't see it, you don't know. You know what I mean? But I do remember being embarrassed for like being too strict on chores, in sports events, games, things of that nature, that kind of stuff.
I was too strict with the boys coming up with them. I remember that,
we have learned so much.
Yeah, we have.
From raising them.
Yep.
And then from raising them to raising girls. Even though there's a difference but when you're raising girls and boys, there's a complete difference in how you raise them. But the level of discipline, I guess, would be something that, we learned.
Right.
Growing up.
And so it wasn't perfect. I had to apologize and things of that nature. But yeah. So I resonate with what you're saying on that one, Chance.
Stuff. And then no, I can tell you another thing. Things that I felt like men should know. And then me having to acknowledge that I don't know how to do it, babe. One in particular, that's probably it. Would be, stuff related to it, like a car breaking down and me not knowing if we getting hustled. It's one thing for me not to know how to repair it, right? But then it's another thing for me not to know if we're being hustled or not, right? And then it's another thing for you to realize that you got hustled and
after the fact,
and you don't know, there's no recourse. There's nothing that I can do. I got hustled. Only recourse is just don't go back to that mechanic.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember being in Palmdale and we had just got our new house. And we was thinking to change the locks. And I was like, I think I can do this. And could not change that lock. I had to remember Mont had to come. He had to come and do it.
Wow.
And then with learning how to do simple things like changing a tire, but could not get, I remember the bolts, like little simple things. So I had to get Russ to come and help me. Remember Amanda? Russ? He had to come and help me. Those are things where I was, I would feel for a moment like, man, this is.
All right, what you guys say? Go ahead.
I admire him for
being honest, man,
bringing that up.
Yes.
Because there is an expectation on men to have to know how to do everything.
Yeah, or certain things.
Certain
but, expectations. Yes.
Yeah, like fixing a car, changing a tire, changing the oil, fixing things around the house, hanging ceiling fans. Those, any kind of stuff like that, or installing a new appliance.
Right.
You know, stuff like that a lot of people put those kind of expectations on men.
Yeah.
That they should know how to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not every man knows how to do that.
Yep.
Some are just gifted that way.
Some are mechanically inclined, some are tech savvy, some are not. And I mean, my thing is, as long as you get it done, as long as it can get done, and you find ways of getting it done, that's the thing. If the goal is getting it done, then hey, it could be cost effective if you learn this. Yeah, it can be. Yeah. It could be more advantageous if you learn some skills. Yeah, it can be. But at the end of the day, our responsibility is to make sure we get things done to the best of our ability. And if we don't know, I think it's it shows more humility as a man to say, hey, I may not know how to do this, but I know I can get somebody to, help me do it. Or nowadays you can go on YouTube and you can find
the video.
Because I was going to tell you, like I made up in my mind when I thought that actuator upstairs in the attic was out.
Yeah.
I looked at those videos. I said, okay, it looks okay. Because I'm not about to give these people almost no $300, man. Yeah. For something that I can just do. I'll just go ahead and go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get that actuator and go upstairs. I've already seen it. I'll be sweating like a brother in child support court, but I'm gonna get it fixed because I was gonna be determined. In my mind, I was gonna be determined to get that thing done. So, I can feel what he's saying on
but
that.
You have done that too with other things.
Yeah, it's a sense of accomplishment when you
watch videos and you have, just learning how to do this stuff here. You know, the videos and stuff and editing and all of that stuff. Even though you've had some help with your daughter and all of that, but still, when you put your mind to something and you go and look it up and research it and watch it, you figure out how to do it and you do it.
Yeah, I remember like we did with the sink and stuff. Before Kiera had came over, I was like, okay, trying to install the fixture, the faucet.
Oh yeah.
The first one I did, and then we bought another one, and I had Kiera to help us to install that one in the garbage disposal. Yeah. So, but yeah, just the goal is, gentlemen, brothers, men, just getting it done. Just get it done. So
embarrassing.
Like as a man.
How are you gonna take care of your family? Teach your kids. Why are you you are here focusing on sports and that kind of stuff to teach your kids survival, but you don't know the basic stuff, right? So those were moments where I look back on where it's like things that I'm like, dude, you don't know how to do this. You just simply don't know how to do it. Over time, I learned how to do a lot of the stuff, but you learn it through failing. But thank God, you with somebody who, when you look at them, you can tell like, they don't care.
My daddy taught me how to do that. I do it. Okay, I can check the oil in the car.
Or listen, we'll pay somebody to do it.
Right. When we got to that point, he was like, hey, that's it. Now that's his thing. I don't even know how to do that. I'm gonna get somebody to do it.
I'm gonna get somebody to do it. That's right.
I told y'all.
I wasn't necessarily embarrassed because of your reaction, but when we first got together, I didn't know how to cook. And I always thought I would never need to know how to cook because I was going to be rich one day and have a chef. That was always my thing I used to tell my mom and my granny and when they used to try to get me in the kitchen. And I'm like, I don't need to know how to cook. Like, I'm going to be a famous actress one day and I'm going to be rich and I'm going to have multiple chefs, Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Chance got together. We was living together in our first little one-bedroom apartment. He was like, hey, Becky, you cook? I was like, yeah. I had to call my granny, call my aunt, my mama, and they had to teach me over the phone how to cook. And I remember he had wanted fried chicken, and I did not know how to cook fried chicken. Ooh, wow. And so I remember, my aunt trying to tell me like how to do it and how it should look on the outside. And I got like a little, skillet to cook it on, because I always saw my granny and them cook perfect fried chicken on the stovetop. And so I was like, that's how I'm gonna do it. And so they, my aunt, we call her sister. She told me how to, get my batter together and stuff. And she was like, you know, how you season the flour and the batter or whatever. So I had did all that. And she told me to cook it slow, but I don't think I understood, because she was like, you want to make sure it's done in the inside, but pretty and brown on the outside. I made it pretty and brown on the outside. Ooh, and and everything else came out the can. Like I had like canned beans, some canned grits, like everything else. But this, I was proud. And Chance, when he broke that chicken open and that blood was coming out that chicken, Chance was like, hey, babe.
That right there?
I don't think it's supposed to, the chicken don't supposed to have no blood, babe. I was like, don't eat that. Okay.
Let's run over here to KFC.
Yeah, let's go on over here and get us a little something. I was like, as I remember calling sister, and she was like, you ain't cook it slow enough. You cooked it too fast on the outside, but your inside didn't cook. And I remember I told mom said, no, you're going to need to get you a deep fryer, so you ain't even got to worry about it. You just drop it in there and let it, and that's how I ended up using for years, a deep fryer. But even like trying to cook like pinto beans. Remember the first time I thought the deep fry and the crock pot was the same thing?
Oh, no.
And I put them like pintos, and you thought somebody was shooting in the house because they started popping everywhere out of the deep fryer, because I thought I had put them in a crock. But those are the things, like,
dang.
we laughed about it, but in the moment I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to cook. But he never made me feel terrible about it, which was a great thing. He'd be like, babe, it's all right, like, you know.
Because I knew what I was capable of.
Right.
Like, and you want to go through, you should be excited to go through that stuff together.
Yeah. And
looking back at it. Yeah. Like, that's called growing pains. To me, that's the beauty of a relationship, right? You gotta be like, to me, I wouldn't change it, none of that stuff right there. Like, man, we got to like knock down a lot of walls that, you know, sometimes get built, that we get to hide behind, and later in life, when that wall is knocked down for some unforeseen reason, it could affect your relationship.
Yeah.
In a different kind of way. We got to see behind the curtain with so many things where
very
it's like,
early.
Hey man, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I don't know how.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know how? I don't know how. I just said it like, hey, we're gonna figure it out. Like, and it wasn't no internet. It wasn't none of that.
Oh yeah, Lord, no.
With no social media, no YouTube where you could go and figure it out. So we had to literally humble ourselves, call relatives, and you know, say to our partner, like, yo, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. And if this is a deal breaker for you, if this is where the attraction stops,
then we're going to be
peace out. Hey, it's peace out. But if you're willing to, I can get it done though. I'm going to figure out, I'm the dude that's ambitious. She's the woman that's ambitious. The ones that's like, I ain't say I can't get it done, so we not going to do it. I said, I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna figure it out. You gonna have it.
Yeah.
Right.
You gonna have it.
It will be done.
It will be done. So I wouldn't change it.
And I think that, again, that's like very early on in our relationship, we went through a lot of those things. But now, as you know, a seasoned relationship, you know, 25 years, both of us, you know, in our mid 40s. Now it's a whole different thing, right? Embarrassment is not necessarily embarrassment, in my opinion. It's more of comfort.
Yeah.
You know, what are you comfortable with?
Right.
Because we are changing, right? I'm in my early menopause, right? As they call perimenopause.
I know. Go ahead. What? Can't make it a long video on this one right now. But you can relate, right?
Honey.
She needs to talk. Tab, you need to talk to my wife, because she's probably ahead of you. See, she's probably ahead of you in that thing.
Yeah, I've been on this road about 3, maybe 4 years now.
Yeah. So she probably can.
So yeah.
Get at her.
Menopause. And I had to tell Chance, like, you know, in conversation, like, I think I might be being more emotional than normal. I'm sensitive to things that maybe used to didn't make me sensitive. But even me having to say that was a little uncomfortable for me, right? Because I'm also going through a change. And also not that he has given me any reason for me to feel like, oh, he's going to judge me for it. but just as a woman, it's like, man, I've been through a lot in my body, and my husband has been through it with me, and it kind of sometimes feels like, dang, here go another thing I'm gonna have to tell him we're gonna have to go through together. And that's not embarrassment. It's almost like, I know some days I'll be like, dang, he probably tired of this, you know, because the unfortunate truth is I was sick very young in our relationship. I've had a lot of things that have happened to me. And so now, where these last like 5 or 6 years have been great, and I've been feeling so good, now all of a sudden, we got something new that we're gonna have to go through again too. And trying to just find my, push past my own trigger, because it's a trigger for me. So now I got to get to my comfort place to say to my husband, hey, listen, I think I'm feeling these different emotions. I'm a little sensitive than I normally would be. And hoping that he can really understand and hear me with that. So it's not necessarily embarrassment, but like, sometimes maybe like frustration.
So it's important you be able to define it, like what embarrassment is and what is just discomfort.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like, I mean, I'm listening to it and I'm like, you've been in the business of making people comfortable. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Like you in it like, man, okay, all right. Hey,
I think that's also tying to the one flesh principle as well too.
It does.
Being naked and not ashamed, that kind of thing. Which is always why I always be trying to tell you. I'm like, man, look, when are we gonna be able to walk around the house naked? We got all these people in there, man. We can't be naked and unashamed.
Not yet.
When Eden gonna be empty?
Not yet.
So y'all, some of y'all's Edens is empty. We still got some people here, so we can't be free. But even with that, I've always told you, hey, look, I like seeing my wife walk around and stuff, and she don't have to have anything on. I don't care. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I also try to, instill, I guess you can say, confidence, appreciation,
yes you do.
stuff like that.
Yes.
Because every time it be time we lay in the bed, and she was like, "Can you hold me, dear?" And I know what that means. I know what that means.
You know exactly.
I know what that means. And so I said, okay. And for some reason, also, we almost done. Our room, our bedroom is pretty much like, if we go in there, it's like, okay. For me, I know. For me, I'm done. Because I just do so much. But we also have times we just being in each other's presence, just talking, and just sometimes just sitting there watching TV or whatever, eating our snack or whatever. I mean, whatever. And so it's that being comfortable, even when we're eating. Somebody smacking, we smacking. We have our towel across our bed and stuff like that, and if we have some food, we getting into it. Yep. It is what it is.
Yep. Did I ever do that prissy eating thing in front of you? I don't remember if I did or not.
When I took you to Landry's. Landry's in the Woodlands.
The one in the Woodlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Landry's in the Woodlands. I mean, I think first time impression. You always try to make a good impression anyway. So, but I mean, no, when when we got married and all that kind of stuff, you got it in. I mean, So, but you wasn't ghetto with it. I mean, even though you're from Trinity Gardens. But anyway, we're almost done. Let's go.
Give me some credit for all the embarrassment that I had over the years from lack of patience, and just know that I have been learning how to be patient and learning how to deal with things. But
I think as you age too.
Yeah, you do.
You get less and less embarrassed because
it would have been embarrassment. It has now. What used to be embarrassment has now transformed into something else, and it's important that you know how to identify it. Right. And that's why I can say I'm not easily embarrassed.
Yeah.
It has now went to something else to where I'm like, you should know better now. You've been embarrassed by this. Now I'm disappointed in myself, right? It's like, man, come on now, Chan.
Yeah.
You've been embarrassed. You was embarrassed by it. You were uncomfortable with it. And now you should be, okay, you should now be in somewhat control of this. And if it's something that you can't control that's embarrassing you, then you should also be able to have some patience. You got to, you know what I mean? You should be able to have some patience or an understanding that you shouldn't be embarrassed or uncomfortable because you can't control it.
Yeah. Very true. Well, I mean, yeah, I think that's it. To wrap it up, it would be as you age, right? You get less embarrassed, more concerned about how to communicate. And with your partner, like, the concern is like, how do I feel? How is he going to feel? How does he feel? How am I going to feel? But not necessarily embarrassment, you know. When you're best friends and you really are in it together, embarrassment should be so minute. Like, there's really nothing that embarrasses me, I guess, at this point in our relationship. It's more so just concern and how will we communicate?
Nope.
Yeah? To wrap that
I
up?
completely agree.
Yeah. Any last words?
Nope.
No? Well, very good. Well,
That's it, y'all.
we
See?
appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And until the next time, y'all go about y'all business and have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. We love you. See you next time.
Yeah, so that's it, y'all. So I wanted to leave that little last part right there for you. But so what's your thought, dear? What's your thought?
I love it. I
you
do.
think?
I love it. I think I agree that, you know, as we are in our 50s now.
Yeah.
So I would say there's even a difference in us as opposed to us being in our 40s
Yeah.
as to us being in our 50s. Being in
Take
our
my
50s.
glasses off, like, wait a minute.
Yeah. But like they were saying too, you change. I mean, your body changes.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Men's bodies change. Our bodies change.
I'm still struggling with that though.
Yeah, I know.
still struggle with that.
I know.
Talking about the embarrassment thing and stuff, with my different disabilities and everything like that. So that's been a struggle for me. But
Yeah.
I didn't know they was gonna talk about that, but that that resonated as well. So yeah,
but the communication piece
Yep.
is so important because
Yep.
you have to have that with your partner, with your spouse, being able to be open and vulnerable.
Yep.
So that
Yep.
they will know how you feel, what you're feeling, what you're going through, and you can communicate that to them so that you're not carrying that,
Right.
And trying to harbor it and deal with it by yourself.
Yep. And that's true because it goes into the bearing one another's burdens, and being able to have that open communication. I think it's also helpful when you are able to, when you feel comfortable sharing that with your spouse. That's why I believe it is so important for us as couples to love each other enough to where we give each other that space to be transparent and to be open. I mean, with everything, and it for some couples they don't have that, and I pray. I mean, that's that's not always a good feeling, man. To know that hey, I shouldn't have to go outside to be able to be transparent.
Yeah.
When I should have that here
at home,
and so that's going to require work on both parties. Making sure that you create and cultivate and maintain that safe place, that safe space, that environment in the home where people are comfortable. Your spouse is comfortable disrobing themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you never know, man. I mean, more can be accomplished. It can be more cathartic, and even therapeutic to be able to have those conversations. So we're growing. We're learning that as well too.
It's very
therapeutic.
Yep.
With time.
Yeah, it is.
Anything else you want to add before we go? We're already in an hour. It was only 26 minutes. We ended up adding.
Yeah, because we had to give our our 2 cents.
So hopefully, Tab, Chance, we and I say Tab and Chance because of the show. I want to acknowledge.
We're acknowledging
Chance.
You guys.
Yeah.
And we don't want to make it seem like we're trying to take over or take what it is that you have built, Tab, because that's not at all what we're doing. We're just commenting on the videos that y'all do on Fridays, because we have a marriage channel as well.
Right.
So we're just taking our viewers along and just talking about, because usually what you guys talk about is stuff that we've talked about too. So we just said, why not just, listen to y'all and comment behind what y'all say.
Yep. So it was my wife's idea. So if there's any problems, take it to her. So no, this kid. But no, hopefully they'll be able to respond. Hopefully they'll see this.
Yeah,
I'll try to tag them.
It would be
I'll try to tag them, and maybe somebody will share it with them. It's not too boring that they don't think it's dull. Yeah. But anyway, like this video, ladies and gentlemen. Share this video. Please support the channel by sharing our content, and you can do that by the following. Please like, subscribe, share. That's how you do it. You see that thing just going across the screen right there? Yeah, please like, subscribe, share. I haven't had a chance, y'all, to do the little, like, subscribe, share the little, I haven't done that yet.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I'm working on it. But in the meantime, hey, this is what you get. All right, you can read it, you can see it. It's going across the screen. You'd like to support this ministry financially, you can do that by choosing the donation links below and across the screen that's tickered in front of you as well. We do appreciate it. We thank you all so much for your support as well. Also, the BCV store, BCV merchandise. You can go to the BCV link here, or take it across the screen and at the bottom of the video, and you can select our hats, shirts, t-shirts, mugs, things like that. We have new merchandise.
To get a love, life, and marriage stuff.
We're working on that.
We are.
We're working on it.
We are.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We slow, y'all, but we coming.
We are. But anyway, that is our time. And so we do thank you all for yours.
So much.
Yes, thank you. Have a blessed day, blessed weekend, whatever you are doing.
Enjoy your Lord's Day.
Yes. Well, whenever we post, you've probably been in church by now. But anyway, but listen, enjoy your day nonetheless. And until next time, bye.